Hello students, this is a continuation of chapter 12 wrap-up, number 9 on page 261, where we have these two angles here. Now, we have this angle congruent to that one, this one's congruent to that one, and U is congruent to C. So, can we prove the congruence? And the answer is cannot prove congruence. Okay? Because angle, angle, angle is one of the two that are not valid reasons for saying two triangles are congruent. And that's what these are. We're the angles. We don't know anything about any of the sides, so we just check that off. And statements and reasons over there, you just leave blank. All you need is that for number 9 on page 261. Okay, we're going to go on to number 11 on the next page. Hopefully you can see that okay. Now, can we prove congruence is the next thing. And if we can, how do we prove congruence? Okay, let's see. I believe we can go ahead and say we have this side congruent, this angle congruent, and what else do we know? We know that vertical angles are congruent, and these intersecting lines make vertical angles congruent. So we have angle, angle, side, angle, angle, side. So we can prove congruence by angle, angle, side. So angle, angle, side. So we say the first angle that's congruent, we could say angle Y is congruent to angle V. And why? Because it's given here, Y and V. Next angle, this one, YZX, angle Y, Z, X is congruent to angle VZW. Okay, so that's these two. Why? Because vertical angles are congruent. And I'm just going to put vertical angles. Okay. Next, the side. We could say XY is congruent to WV. And that is also given. And we're done with number 11. Okay, next we're going to go on to the next page. Oh, wait, we got to put our triangles. So we could say triangle ZWV is congruent to triangle ZXY. Almost forgot that part. Okay. All right, we're going to go on to our last one that I'm going to do for you. It's number 14. Given QP is that right there means parallel. So we know QP is parallel to TS. Let's go ahead and mark that. Remember, parallel is marked by a little arrow sign through the line. Okay. R is the midpoint of TP. Okay, so if R is the midpoint of TP, we know that's going to be congruent to that. Okay, now it says QP is parallel to TS, and that is given right there. If it's written there, you can just put given. What else is given? R is the midpoint of TP. R is the midpoint. Hopefully there's enough room here. Of TP. And that should be a line over the TP. Okay? TR is congruent to RP. Why? Definition of midpoint. Angle T is congruent to angle P. So we're saying this one is congruent to this one. And why do we know that they're congruent? Because since these are parallel lines, this is a line through the parallel lines, so these are alternate interior angles. So we can say alternate interior angles are congruent. Put your little congruent sign like that. Okay. Now here, our reason they're congruent is because they're vertical angles. So that would be this one and that one. So angle QRP is congruent to angle TRS. Okay. So how do we know that they're congruent? Angle, side, angle. Angle, side, angle. So it's angle, side, angle, congruence. And I'm going to leave it CONG for congruence. Okay? Can you see that okay? Pause the video if you need to. All right, you can do the rest, students. You rock.